Most business owners want the same thing. They want their business to grow. They want more freedom. They want their team to operate smoothly. And ideally, they want to make more money while working less. But here's what I see happen all the time. Smart, capable business owners end up stuck. They're working harder than ever, but somehow the stress increases, the workload increases, and the profitability doesn't improve the way it should. And the reason usually comes down to one habit they never build. They never step back long enough to reflect and prioritize. When you're running a business, it's very easy to get trapped in constant activity. You're serving clients, you're managing staff, launching projects, responding to emails. You're busy every day, but busy doesn't always mean progress. In fact, sometimes the more activity there is, the harder it becomes to see what's actually moving the business forward. And when leaders never step back to look at the bigger picture, they often keep solving the wrong problems. I know the continued pattern of solving the wrong problems because I've experienced it myself. Years ago, when I started my marketing business, before I transitioned into coaching and advisory, I was focused on selling services as a small business owner. As the business grew, my costs grew, my overhead increased, my responsibilities increased, my stress increased. But one thing didn't change: my pricing. Even though I was learning more, providing more value, helping clients get better results, I was still charging the same. What I eventually realized was this: I had created a job for myself where I was working more, carrying more responsibility, and somehow getting paid less. That's when I finally stepped back and said, enough is enough. I'm the captain of this ship. So I stopped focusing on selling more commoditized services and started focusing on higher quality engagements and the real value I was providing. And that shift changed everything. Fewer clients, but better results. Less stress and higher profitability. I've seen the same pattern of not solving the right challenges with clients as well. One firm I worked with was constantly launching new initiatives with their team, new projects, new ideas, new strategies, but they were never quite getting the results they expected. Why? Because they didn't have a clearly documented vision. They hadn't identified the most important priority. And every new initiative stretched their team's capacity even further. That led to more stress, more effort, but not better outcomes. When we walked through the growth cycle together, everything changed. They stepped back. They clarified the vision. They identified the top priority. They focused their team on one initiative at a time. Once they got into that rhythm, traction started to build. Projects were actually getting completed, and the results finally started showing up. The number one habit missing from most business owners is simple. They don't create time to step back, reflect, and prioritize. Things change constantly in business. Technology evolves, competitors evolve, customer expectations evolve. If you never pause long enough to evaluate where you are and what actually matters most right now, you can easily fall behind. And once you fall behind, it becomes harder and harder to catch up. That's why disciplined reflection and prioritization are so important. If you want a simple place to start assessing where your business is now and the gaps it has, I recommend taking the Amplify Business Assessment. It evaluates how your business is performing across 5 key areas: strategy and execution, sales and marketing, team alignment, systems and operations, finances, and profitability. Once you take the assessment, you'll see where your biggest opportunities for improvement really are. You'll also get access to a quick start training that shows you how to begin applying these principles. Because the goal isn't just to work harder, it's to amplify what is already working. Align your team, focus your efforts, and amplify your results. To show your support, take a moment to amplify this message by sharing it online. To connect with me or gain more business growth insights, visit www.growthamplifiers.com. Thank you for your support.